Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I last posted, um, but nonetheless I'm super happy to be back. So before I get into today's video, I just want to quickly say thank you very much to everyone who's liked, subscribed, and is supporting my channel. It really means a lot. So a massive thank you. Um, and then, so let me just get right into the video. So today's video is just going to be about a little bit of an update on just the rice water challenge that I started a couple of months ago. And then also just to answer a couple of questions I've been getting from people just about how to use rice water more effectively. Okay, so the first question, just to dive straight into it, the first question I've been asked, or I've been rather told, is that um, just by a colleague who said she started using rice water and then she realized it dried her hair out um, quite a lot, so then she just stopped. And then just a quick note on that. Okay, so firstly, the trick is to not use rice water alone. Rice water is not a magic bullet. It's not going to be your be all and end all, the one thing that's going to make your hair grow super long on its own. So I'd like to think that you add the rice water or rice water is an addition to um, an already solid system. So, for example, you still need to do your LOC method. So your liquid, your oils, your creams, you know what I mean. Moisturize your hair and then add the rice water, if that makes sense, as opposed to just going in with you've washed your hair's dry. No, you're just gonna put rice water and then hope for the best, kind of thing. So that's a big no. So make sure you moisturize your hair in addition to using the rice water, number one. Number two, um, wow. So people have been using just purely rice water, and the report I got was that their hair kind of clumps together and is really difficult to manage, very dry. Okay, so I think I mentioned in the last video that you need to really do your research before you start this rice water challenge. So if your hair is protein sensitive, like, wow, do not use just purely concentrated rice water. Try and water it down, just so it's not a shock to your hair or to, Um, or you might alternatively have to use something else. So take home message, you need to water it down. Um, and then perhaps once your hair kind of gets used to it, you gradually increase the concentration of rice water that you use. Um, yeah, but try not to use just rice water, purely fermented rice water that is on its own, especially if you're unsure how your hair is going to react. And once again, remember to use your oils, your creams, while you use the rice water, and that should help to sort of deal with the dryness. Yeah. Then, oh, another thing would be, so I'm going to share later on how I've kind of adapted my rice water mix. You need to add like some kind of oils to it. Well, I don't want to say you need to add it, but this is something that I found works for me. So as opposed to just using, like I think I mentioned in the other video, I use about 40% rice water and 60% ordinary water. And then I add olive oil, I add castor oil, and then I add peppermint oil, and then rosemary oil. So basically, just so it's not just rice water on its own, it's got some kind of slip to it, and I just find it doesn't really dry out my hair as much when I add the oils to it. But also, rice water really stinks. To those of you who are currently doing this challenge or have done it before or know of someone who's doing it, you would know that it really smells. So I guess the oils is also a way of getting rid of the smell. It doesn't go away completely. So, I mean, when I put in the rice water, like I say, I add my creams. And as you're all aware, I use the Cantu leave-in conditioner, which works really well for my hair. But yeah, and then the smell goes away for me after that. But yeah, and then the next question was do we use rice water every day? So I'm afraid with that one, it really depends on you, and you're just going to have to see how your hair kind of copes with the rice water. So when I started the challenge, I started with I didn't want to do it daily, but because the rice water was watered down, I decided to do every second day, every second or third day. So that kind of roughly amounted to about twice or three times a week. But now I've realized that my hair does a lot better if I do it maybe about once a week or so. Um, yeah, I just, I don't know. I think my hair it's not that it was detrimental to my hair doing it every day, but I think it got to a point that where my hair was, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't as cooperative as before. Um, it got a little bit drier. So then when I started doing it, even though it is growing, or it was growing, and it is growing still, but it it just yeah, it just wasn't as cooperative, and it wasn't as moisturized. It didn't feel as moisturized. So what I did is I started doing it about once a week or so. Um, yeah, and it's my hair's been doing well since. So what I usually do is I'll do it. Wash day is usually Saturday or Sunday. I'd wash my hair, put in the rice water. Actually, I put in the rice water prior to washing my hair. So I would have pre-pooed, and then I'd put in the rice water to detangle, help with detangling as well. And then I'd jump in the shower, wash my hair, and then I'd put in some more rice water, and then I'd put in the leave-in conditioner, and then another addition to my hair care routine that I'll talk about in a minute. I'll put in this, it's essentially this hair growth oil, and then I'd put it in twists and then kind of leave it in there for a day or so. Yeah, and then that rice water concentration from that Saturday or Sunday would stay in my hair for the rest of the week, and then until the next wash day kind of thing. I wash my hair like weekly. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and it's really been working really well for me. So it really depends on you. I know people who do it every day. I know people who do it every second week. So yeah, I think it's literally just about finding what works for you and running with it. Awesome. Then, oh, another thing I wanted to say was just remember to be patient. Also, once again, like rice water is not a magic bullet that's just gonna make your hair grow tomorrow. But yeah, I found that it works for me, and I just wanted to share that. And hopefully, it really works well for you as well. And just a comment on hair growth, because I've had people tell me that they are looking for something that's gonna um, give them length. So when it comes to length, I'm a firm believer, and even volume, just ways of like looking after your hair and making sure your hair is well nourished. I just feel like you need to moisturize, like moisture, moisture, moisture. That is the one thing I've realized that really helps me to retain length. There's no one product that I've found that does that for me, per se. I think it's more of a combination of things that I do, and also doing things that work well consistently, and then being patient. So making sure that you moisturize. And when I moisturize, I do a twist, um, which helps to lock in that moisture, and it's also a protective hairstyle, helps to retain length. That's number one, moisturizing. And then I guess number two would be a protective hairstyle to lock in that moisture. And then the other thing is consistency. Make sure that you are consistent with what you do. When you try something out, don't stop tomorrow because you feel like it's not working. You need to give these things time. So give it time and just make sure you're consistent. Um, and then the last thing would be patience. Literally, just try and be patient, and just wait, and you'll see great results. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it on the update with my rice water. Um, cool. Then the last thing I wanted to mention, okay, so my hair care routine, or rather my wash day routine, has changed a little bit. I've started incorporating. So firstly, I've changed my shampoo and conditioner. I now use Tresemme. I love Tresemme. I really do love Tresemme. We have been together for a while. I've walked this journey with Tresemme for a while, and Tresemme has really worked for me. I remember when I started, people used to say, "Oh, but that's not for African hair," and it was just working for me. So I kind of just didn't listen to people and just continued to do what I did. Botanique line, which is phenomenal, and I love it. Firstly, it smells amazing. Secondly, okay, so I use all their products. So I use their shampoo, I use their conditioner, and then their co-wash. Um, Phenomenal. Your like my hair is in it. It's like in a happy place. Every time I use it, like I have extra spring in my hair. It feels extra like voluminous. It feels alive. I retain a lot more moisture, so I'm very happy. And it's got coconut milk and aloe vera, which is amazing. And then I've started using this. This is amazing. It basically, just to quickly summarize what this is a hair growth oil. So how I got onto this was through my sister. She started using it's a henna-based hair growth oil, and I just want to give a massive shout out to Curly Proverbs. And then when I tried it to my hair, like my hair was so incredibly moisturized. Like I haven't encountered a product that keeps my hair so moisturized like that. And it's got a whole bunch of good things in it. There's like avocado, there's like olive oil, castor oil, there's henna, there's fenugreek seed. Where I put this in my hair almost every second day. I know or I've seen that really helps to combat the dryness that you get with the rice water. I'm going to end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. Yeah, please like, share my videos, and subscribe. And I'll see you in another video. Thank you.